Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. Today is November 17th, 2016, and welcome back to another exciting episode of The Rail. Let's get straight into school news for today. The lead testing results have come in. The school tested every single faucet, basically, in the school for lead, and everything came up clean, other than a few faucets which are pretty easily replaced. The water supply itself did not have any lead problems in it. So all of you that were really worried about it after hearing about Flint, Michigan, there's lots of trouble around, lots of concern. Hopefully that calms the fear of yours in the back of your mind about lead being in our water. There's an assembly tomorrow after second period, so keep that in mind for all you people who come in late. And the canned food drive is also coming up pretty soon. Start hoarding your cans right now so we might have a chance to finally beat Baum this year. Mr. Baum always wins the canned food drive, so let's try to put some pressure on him this year. While the competition for the canned food drive is a lot of fun, it's very fun to try to see Mr. Baum get beat, we do have to keep in mind that hunger is pretty high in Oregon, and this is the reason why we're doing it. The reason why we do it is not to try and beat Mr. Baum's class for being the legend of the canned food drive. The reason that we're doing this is for legitimate hunger, for all those people that are on free and reduced lunch that don't have as much food as the rest of us, for those of us that need that food. That's the reason why we do the canned food drive, and that's why you should try to beat Mr. Baum. Remember that Our Mike, Your Night is tomorrow at 7 o'clock. That is a senior project hosted by Jacob McKee. I'll be going. A few of my friends are going. I think it'll be a lot of fun. If you went to Initial's Poetry Slam last year, it'll be a lot like that. So if you enjoyed that last year, why not stop by? Let's move into outside news for today. Paul Horner, a fake news Facebook creator, claims that he's responsible for putting Trump into office by just putting up a bunch of false news and false claims about Trump and essentially manipulating the people over Facebook through their news sources. This is obviously false. No one man is responsible for getting Trump into office, but I think he's on the right track. False media and biased media is definitely, if nothing else, partially to blame for putting Trump in office. There's kind of a fake news crisis in this country where so many people say that they get their news from Facebook and Twitter when those are obviously not reliable sources for your news. Facebook is incredibly prone to bias, it's incredibly prone to manipulation, because basically Facebook does everything in their power to manipulate what you see to what you're going to like. That's why Google advertising is what it is. They gear everything towards you to give you a specific experience. So obviously they're going to send you biased articles. Facebook, as we all should probably know, is not a reliable news source. But for some reason, not many people pay attention to that little fact. If you get your news from Facebook or Twitter or Reddit, then you really need to rethink it. You really need to go to some unbiased news sources, which surprisingly are pretty hard to find these days, so I wouldn't really blame you, actually. On to senior update for today. There's not much that I haven't really said before in previous episodes. Make sure to start your senior project pretty quick. Applications should continue up until next week. You should keep filling out those applications, keep getting started on your college experience. Remember to keep those grades up, because if you do fall behind, it'll be extremely hard to catch up before the year is out. So if you're a senior, just keep your grades up. That seems like all I've got for you today, folks. If you liked it, please leave a like on the video. If you want to tell me how I'm doing, leave a comment. You can follow me on Twitter at CHSTheRail. You can subscribe here for more. You can also visit my website, which I'll be announcing pretty soon. I'll get that up to you probably next week. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me, and I'll see you guys next Monday on our 3-day week.